You a Star Wars fan? Because you'll be amazed at number one, that a lot of women might be into the shit that you're into, but you're so worried about her judging you that you don't give it half a chance. But also some of the things that you're not into, you'll be amazed at how women would want to get into it because they want to get closer to you.
A lot of times they say shit like, "Oh, I'm free on weekends," or I'm usually free on Thursdays," or whatever the hell. So if it makes sense, then I schedule a date.
If she really liked you from the get-go, there would be no reward system you would have to look for to do anything for, right? Because it would automatically be there, And I like to do this in conversations sometimes. When you're speaking with somebody and you'll hear a girl say something like, "I'll never do this," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." And then you'll notice you'll say, "Nah, I kind of like it. I like it when blah, blah." And she's like, well, yeah, when you say it like that, I like it, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you switched up awfully fast for somebody that just really said they don't like something. And so, there's always been clues out there for fellas to understand, like, yo, if they really like you, they will change their whole political party.
They're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this. Either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. If you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you gotta know what it
is. For me, I like exclusive vagina to me. And that's because I don't want to catch nothing to have my later years messed up. And I like to stroke without no condom on. It feels great.
No.
So I like it.
So you like to be hugged by the sugar walls? You like to be hugged?
Yeah. I like that velvet, plush velvet. The smoothness. So,
but even then, Jay Roman, I hear you.
He don't get up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the reason is because he has to conserve his energy to do 3 full workouts a day up until his competition date. You understand? So when he's in season, he literally just works out as hard as he can. Then he sits on the couch and his wife brings him everything. The only thing she don't do is fucking piss for him, right? So what I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a wife that does it, because you said earlier, these were the words you used. You said a woman who says, "Oh, I rock with this dude, so I don't mind doing this." But see, it's a difference between a woman who doesn't mind and a woman who cheerfully wants to do it. Understand the position of a simp. Make sure you understand the position of a friend zone nigga. Make sure you understand that a man doesn't do anything for nothing. You understand? So run the game, be careful, and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's the right there, Jay Roman. And that's the problem. Your main chick should always be prioritized over all the new chicks. Right? The new chicks should not get preferential treatment. Right? So what would make it difficult for a lot of women is if you're giving girlfriend treatment to the new chick. Right? So this is why when you very first meet women, you have to establish boundaries and parameters where they got to earn everything. So that way, when the main chick is with you and she knows you're dealing with new women, she knows they have to go through the gauntlet too. They just don't get shit quicker. Like
the maze. Hosts on the mic, Kerry K set in the blaze. Sagging, Miles Cunham with the game so tight. J. Roman lit the torch, keeping it right. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law. Kerry K drops jewels, the crowd enthralled. Words cut deep, no need for brawls. Miles Cunningham, tactic sharp like a dagger. Navigates the game, makes the haters stagger. Journey to manhood, no easy feat. Lessons from the masters, words concrete. J. Roman with the keys, opens the door. Manhood's the path, gotta crave for more. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's good? My shit is acting janky already. What's good though? Hold on.
Chilling, man.
What's good, Miles, man?
Chilling, man. Saturday, man. You know, doing the damn thing, spitting this game. Let's get it, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, is the weather turning there in North Carolina?
It's it was unseasonably warm this week, but it's still fall. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still cold at night.
See, that's what I like though. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the late night rendezvous,
it's nice and cozy.
See, that's what I'm waiting for the weather to turn, man. It's right around like the low mid 70s, but I need it to be like the high 60s. I need it to get there.
Yeah. Nice jacket weather and shit.
Yeah, high 60, 68. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But not heavy jacket, like a light jacket. You know what I'm saying? Nothing heavy, no earmuffs, none of that New York shit that y'all used to. Nothing that crazy.
Nothing that crazy, right? We got J. Roman in the building. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's going on? Yep. Oh, let me get these phone lines on. Get it popping.
While you do that, let me go ahead and throw these banners up there. Real quick, let me just shout out some folks. Danny P was good. Eugene Steele, Dukalux, Marktavius, His Holiness. Unique Jilliana was good with you, baby girl. Renee P. I know I saw you in here. I know, girl. I see you.
Renee P.
I saw me some Renee.
What up?
You. What's up? Welcome back, Renee. It's been a minute. Who else we got? Frankie Shop in the building. Who else we got in this motherfucker? If I miss somebody, don't take it personal and shit. Raymond Barnett was good with you, fam. Who else we got? At I85851, my bad. Boxing Plug Dave was good with you, fam. Who else we got? Dynamic Fit Labs was good with you. Was good. If I missed anybody, wasn't done on purpose. Jermaine Butler. It's been a minute, Jermaine. It's been a minute, bro. What's good with you? So we talking about why women never forget your first move. And that's the entire dynamic. And the thing is, you know, myself, J. Roman, Miles, L, and everybody from the Real Game No Theory podcast or panel, we've talked about women's perceptions of you and how when you very first present yourself to women, they're going to go on that, right? They're going to form a perception, even if it's not accurate. Okay, and I want guys to understand this. Women will form a perception about you based on the first conversation you have, even if the perception is not accurate. But the problem is, oftentimes, the very first perception formed is the one that will never change. It will never change. It sees you. Like, that's your truth. When you approached her and you asked her about her day and you acted like you wanted to date her, that's your truth. That's how she sees you. So when you try and turn the conversation sexual later on over the phone, she's like, I don't see you that way.
I see you the other way that you showed me when I first met you. See, this is what guys think they can do. They think they can come out the gate being passive and indirect, and then when they think the woman is more comfortable, but it's really them being more comfortable, right? Because they're not comfortable enough to make it sexual, right? And then, and this is what guys mostly do, and women can attest to this. The average guy, when he meets a woman face to face, he don't say that fly sexual shit.
Right.
He'll exchange contact information, and he'll only say it over the phone or over a text. And when you do that, regardless of what you think your intent is, you look like you're scared because the woman is looking at you like, how come you didn't say that shit when we met? Why are you doing it over the phone, you pussy? Yeah, I got
it. Yeah, man. First impression is heavy. Guys need to get, that's why we talk about 25 women a day, just to really, there's a lot of benefits to it, but one of the most important ones is to get out of your head, man. Cause it really doesn't matter like what you say, like verbatim, what matters is the energy and the confidence around it. Right. So, and a lot of these guys, they say the indirect stuff, or they say the stuff that they think will be less bold or whatever, just so they could try to, quote unquote, get on the chick's good side or whatever. But the bottom line is this: you don't know that woman. You only know yourself. So you're better off just being yourself. You're better off saying what's really on your mind. You're better off just being honest. And so that first impression, at least it's authentic. If it don't land right because she got hangups, or because she has a knee jerk reaction to say no, or she has a knee jerk reaction to call you creepy or whatever the fuck it is, then let it be what it is. But at least it came out authentic, and at least you ain't got to worry about getting stuck in the friend zone and all that other bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think guys need to get away from, like, or actually move closer to their masculine identity, man. Just be honest, bro. Just be like I tell guys all the time, you're better off saying exactly what popped into your mind when you saw her. You're better off saying that shit, because at least it's free. I mean, and not just free, meaning that freedom of being who you are, but it's honest. You understand? At least it's free. At least it's honest. And so you give her a real chance to react to the real you, and then you can actually make the best decision moving forward from there.
That's some real shit right there, though. Jay Roman,
yeah, just kind of add on to what Miles was saying. Being honest and authentic and being you helps you out. It's not like a fly move to make, to show people you got game. I could be myself and do this. No, it's really to help you out, because you're trying to find people that, like Razcast says, I'm trying to find somebody that understands my story, not nobody else's, not, genuinely understands me and understands what I'm going to say. If you don't do that in the course of your relationship or the course of your interaction, now the whole time is you're trying to show them the real you, when you could have got past that from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And that's why when people talk about like, oh man, the one night stands, and man, how did she, rock with him so quick like that? It's because the genuine was presented in the very beginning. So it was either I rocks with it or I don't. Mm-hmm. But when you put this, when you do the representative, like people say, I'm sending the representative. Now you got to break down that representative just to get to the starting point. And you muddied up the waters, because now you got to clear it out during the course of this time. And she's like, man, that's not what you seem like in the beginning. Like, what's going on here? What's going on? Oh, and you say, well, she lost attraction. She didn't lose attraction. She just wasn't attracted to the real you.
Right. Exactly.
There you have it.
Exactly.
And real quick, shout out Duca Lux for the 100 Norwegian Chrome coffee or two. Yes, baby. Espressos. Dark and strong like me.
But I would tell this,
guys. This is what I want to point out real quick. Okay. Well, Bucket, I'm zagging. Hold on.
You have been.
Am I still zagging the whole time? Yeah. I know. Y'all saying, look at Miles. Miles, say, nigga, we know, dog. All right. So anyway, look. Okay, real quick, guys. If y'all have a question, put a Q in the chat followed by your question. Also, the calling line is up 1-844-672-7300. 1-844-672-7300. And this is what I want to point out real quick. Hold on, let me get to right there. Because I want guys to understand this. Your first impression isn't just an introduction. It becomes the truth she believes about you. The first time you step, like even, and for any guy that ever got accused of being a player and you wasn't, like you wasn't a womanizer like that, but you got accused of being a player and a woman never let you live that down because she believes that about you. Even if it's not, girl, I don't be doing all that. It doesn't matter what you say. There is something you said in or did, or there's a look about you. There's something about you where she believes that.
Yeah.
Right? Just like a lot of you guys, when you say, no, girl, I just don't want to fuck you the first. There's something that you're doing where she believes the first truth you spoke. And here's the funny part. It might not be your truth. And this is what I mean by that. For you guys that are indirect and passive, and you ask women out on dates, and you really don't want to do a date, you really want to fuck. Your truth is you really want to fuck. But because you're coming at her that way, her truth about you is he doesn't know what he's doing. He's passive. He's enamored by the way that I look. I think I can use this. I can leverage his desire for me to extract things up out of him.
All right, so we got is this a DC Touch Master?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Gobble.
What's going on with your uncle? How's everything?
Yeah. I was letting y'all know yesterday I couldn't get on, but I made it to 65. So.
Oh shit! Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. Cigars for you for making it to another personal New Year, brother.
Yeah, that's right. And blue and yellow and all the pills free. And yeah, but it's very interesting when I like you said, your first impression, I guess you're saying, when you first meet women and they have an impression about you, it's interesting. If they say something about you very first, they're gonna, like you said, they're gonna stick with that every time they see you. That's what they're gonna look at you as until you move differently on them.
Right.
Until you move differently on them. I got a situation now, the Ethiopian little girl.
Well, here's the problem. No, touch me. Here's the thing. No. So here's the problem with moving differently. Remember how you presented yourself initially, that's your truth. So if you try to come another way and try to act like you're a player, she don't believe that truth. She believes the first one.
Oh no.
So and here's the thing, not the funny thing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying until she, like for instance, if she just sees you, you say nothing, right? Then her impression, that's one thing. But when you open your mouth, that's what I'm saying, and move differently. Then she go, oh, wait a minute. I'm not saying, you can stand
got you,
2 hours and don't say shit. But the minute you start moving, that's when she defines who you are.
There you go. All right, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Make everything up in their head. Women can change their mind, but the minute you make a move, without saying something or making a statement or something like that, then it's like, oh shit, yeah. But if you stay neutral, they don't know. They don't know until you make that move. That's all I'm saying. That's what I get. That's what I get. But
no, you're right.
And, when people like women, they have an impression. What's that?
Well, even saying neutral is a statement.
No, you're right.
Like the way you. Go ahead, Zach.
No, go ahead.
No, exactly. Right. Go ahead. No. Zach. When we tell you to go ahead, you're already delayed. So just go ahead, bro. Seriously.
When you start talking, I just automatically be quiet. So you're good to go.
Okay. All right, my bad. So no, real quick, to the homie's point.
Yeah.
A woman can have an impression about you before you speak.
Yeah.
But when you do speak, that's either going to confirm it or she's going to look at you differently. So if she looks at you as a pushover when you start speaking, she might be like, "Oh shit, I wasn't expecting all of that." Right?
Right.
Or conversely, if she thinks you are she thinks you're good with women because you look and you're dressed a certain way, and then when you start speaking, she's gonna say he looks the part. He looks like he get bitches, but he don't talk like he get bitches.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, Touchmaster.
Yeah, and that's the point I was making, Zag and J. Roman and Miles. That's the point I was making. Like I said, there was a young lady in the store, the 7-Eleven, a little Ethiopian, little nice thing. And for years I get in there, and every time I come in there now, she'd be giggling. And she said she married and this and that. And I would be messing with her like, and this is what changed the whole dynamic. I told her one day, I said, look, are you married? She goes, yeah, I'm married. I said, give me my phone number back. And she busted out laughing. Yeah, she busted out laughing. She busted out laughing, right? And I said, you married? Yeah, you're not married. You got any kids? No, I ain't got kids. I said, okay, well, look, you need to still, call me, get the phone number. She goes, I'm married. I said, you ain't married. So she showed me her husband, all that shit. And I looked at her and I said, look, I said, come here. She goes, what? I said, she bent over and I said, I don't care if you're married or not. Give me my phone number back. And she was like, and then the kicker was, and this is what I'm saying, not being who you are and being comfortable who you are. We talk about kids. She goes, you have kids? I said, nah, I don't have kids because CVS and 7-Eleven was open 24 hours. And then she was looking at the air like, what is he talking about? And then boom, it hit her. And she said, well, you can still have kids. I said, you know how old I am? And she looked at me. She goes, no. I said, how old is your father? She said 66. I said, I'm 65. And she go, what? My father drives he have two jobs. He drives bus and drives cab. And he walk like this, like a Frankenstein. I said, hey, well, there you go. And she was totally fucked up. Now, every time I come in there, I get free coffees and little shit. Because now she's like, what the fuck? Yeah. And this is what I do. So I just tell the truth and let them know this is what you get. This is how you present yourself. This is how I present myself. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm proud of who I am, and I let them know I'm still working. Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Do you know why he was all busted up, walking old like Frankenstein? Because he put that woman first. He started working them two jobs. He's working them two jobs, working his finger to the bone. No, I'm serious. I'm being facetious, but I'm being serious too. A lot of older, if you think about it, this day and age, guys in their 50s and 60s move like guys in their 30s and 40s. But back, 20, 30, 40 years ago, when, people aged horribly. Like, dudes in their 60s looked fucked up. Like, I remember being in my 20s like, yo, man, I don't want to make it to be that old. But I'm right around the corner. So I'm like, I'm here, right? But again, if you think about those men, our grandfathers, our great-grandfathers, they worked themselves into an early grave to provide for women, bro. I can't do that. But y'all got it.
Yeah, man. And one other thing, I don't know. I think I shot y'all that short before I get off the phone. This is how did y'all get that short I sent y'all about road rage? How to prevent road rage? Did y'all get that?
I got it. I might do a joint on it. Yeah.
Because it's funny when the guy just rolled down the window and the white guy was telling him, I tried to move over this and that. And the brother's like, look, my bad, bro. I ain't getting no pussy this morning, and this and this and that. And the white boy looked at him and said, fair enough, and rolled the fuck out. All right, bro. I'm out. That's what happened. I'm out. Have a good Saturday. And it's game, y'all.
I appreciate you, bro. And congratulations once again for your milestone, brother. Cigars to you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Stay strong, man. Stay good. Be safe. All right. So guys, call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300.
Real quick, shout out Eugene Steele with the 10. He says, I've been all over the YouTube streets, right? Hearing these, CCs talk about relationships, dating issues. Y'all, Steve, Lucario, Fifth, Rosebud, and Justin are the only ones who are actually providing solutions. Well, here's the problem, okay? And I'm sure we've all noticed the same trend. And you have men and women, it's both men and women, and you have these co-ed groups and panels which are worthless. all they do is talk about a bunch of shit. All they do is talk about their feelings. That's all people do. Talk about their fucking. Nobody want to hear about the solutions. We want to hear about, can we fix it? We don't want to hear about how you feel about it. Go ahead,
Right.
Phil.
All right, we got 980. You are on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city, and how can we help you?
Happy Saturday morning to you, fellas. This is Israel with the Z, 26.
Israel, what's going on with your brother? How you doing, bro?
Man, I am grateful to be alive. It is great weather out here, nice and sunny, 75 degrees.
There you go.
Floating through life, nice, cool, calm, collected, like nice breeze, man. So I'm feeling great.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys did this topic, and I have to chime in on this one. Pretty much, talking about how you first step to a woman and the first impressions that you make. Come like next month, it will make 4 years I've been on both the memberships of you and the Cardinal Miles, and since then, like I think it was after my first year, so it's been 3 years since I haven't heard a woman say, "Oh, that's so sweet." Like, because anytime I hear a woman say that, that's when I knew, like, okay, it's not going anywhere. It's a friend zone thing, and I know that's an indicator of, like, yeah, you're not that guy, or you're weak and passive. But it's been a minute since I've heard that. So anytime, just from when I say hey or hi, like, or when I step to a woman,
right,
and they would either say like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend," or they would just flat out ignore me, whatever. Why I take that as joy and pride, like when they do that, because they know, like, okay, they know how I'm going to step at them just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly what I'm saying, but they feel the energy, and I'm like, okay, now I see it's because the mindset has shifted over a period of time, especially I've been under your training and coaching and the memberships, where it actually makes sense why the mindset has to take place, like the mindset shift, because then the action and everything else follows suit. Number one. Number two, what I wanted to add is that, man, Miles, that worksheet that you gave in the Zoom class for See Yourself Insider.
Yes, sir.
It's like, I'm telling you, man, it's like each time when I like look at that sheet, it's like I always cast like some sort of spell, like a personal spell, because I'm like, yo, like, so it was actually yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some shit happened at work where, yeah, it could have got me in a bad mood, but I just said, man, fuck it. Like, I dealt with it. I stayed calm because I'm naturally a calm person,
right?
And I came out of this, food spot that was like right down the road from where I was working at after work. I see this chick, with nice blue ocean eyes and everything. And mind you, while I'm still just, after all the bullshit I dealt with that day, I realized, like, I gotta step to this shit, because as you guys say, a man is always on the clock 24/7.
Right.
And I stopped to her and I said, "Excuse me." And mind you, she was in her car and everything. Now, the old Israel would be like, "Oh, I don't want to seem threatening because, I'm a 6'2" black guy, and I don't know, she has blonde hair and she has blue eyes." But mind you, that didn't even cross my mind. I said, "Okay, I see a fine piece of ass. Let me snag that up." So I said, "Hey, excuse me," in my deep baritone voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
She turned around and she did an about face like a private in the JROTC, just entered 3 months of boot camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, she was all smiles to the point, before I even continue, she was smiling at me more than the Annabelle doll ready to possess her victims in the movie. So I said, "Hey, I know, just follow me. I'm about to wrap it up." I said, "Hey, my name is Israel, and just from looking at you, those ocean blue eyes remind me of Aquafina. It reminds me of the clear blue waters in Turks and Caicos during the tour season, spring." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Stop." She's like, "Stop joking. You're right." And I said, "Well, it sure as hell isn't left." So then she started giggling and chuckling. And I said, "So what's on your itinerary for the weekend?" He's like, "Well, I'm actually, just picking up some food, passing through and, doing some traveling." And I said, "Okay, well, why don't we sprinkle some excitement and pleasure into that itinerary if you have time this weekend?" I said, "Well, what do you have in mind?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Well, me and you exchanging orgasms. That's the first thing that comes to my thought."
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, man, your timing was just a little short because I have to go out of work for, town and such and such." I was like, "Okay, no worries. Cool. Well, if we cross paths again, then, it is what it is."
Right.
I said, "You enjoy your flight." And mind you, after I could have, just gave into, the shit that happened at work and, throughout the day because, I was also fighting off, bad negative thoughts because that happens in life. Sometimes negative thoughts could just creep up on you like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
But, because I meditate constantly and, I actually am a calm person, guess what? I said, man, fuck that. Like, that's just going to pass. And, that's not forever. That's just a temporary moment. And men don't act on emotions in a temporary moment that's never going to occur, like instantly again, because we deal with that shit and we move on.
Right.
So why do I say this? Because as Kay Zag was saying, it's all about, setting the precedence, setting the tone for how things are. Like you dictate the tempo, you dictate the cadence and the pace. So that's pretty much what I want to share too. And last but not least, and I'll wrap it up. I want to just give shout out to you, Miles, and Kay Zag, my mentors in the game and my coaches.
Yes, sir.
And I really appreciate what you're doing. I'm about to get ready to lace up my boots, go out there and hit the pavements because, man, this learning this game and implementing it is a fucking passion, man. And I love this. And Kay Zag, I'm gonna schedule a coaching session with you if you're available today and everything because there's still some things we got to clean up on just a little bit. Because I know, like, I'm right at the cusp of getting to where I want to get to, but I'm self-aware to know that, yeah, like, there's still a few things we got to clean up on. And Miles, I can't wait to see you in the Monday night Zoom.
Yes, sir.
Man, those things are
Monday night Zoom
and hard hitting.
Yes, sir.
So thank you guys.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
Enjoy the show.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, Israel. Take it easy, bro. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right. All right. So we got 352. Go ahead and call back.
Israel, let me give you a little
447. Go ahead and call back.
Israel, if you still listen, let me give you a little bit of game on those type of interactions. Before she leaves. Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, J. Roman.
Before she leaves, I'm not good on remembering people's names, but I like to give them a nickname and be like, all right, well, if you ever hear somebody saying Ocean Blue, it's me. And the thing is like sometimes you'll run into people again and you don't want to be the lame-o that'd be like, hey, where do I know you from? Because they done heard that before.
Yeah. Right.
So usually I'll be somewhere and I'd be like, just to use the name by example, be like, oh, there you go, Ocean Blue. And so it automatically takes her back to our interaction where I've said all that stuff, so she already knows what's up again.
Ocean Blue.
I don't have to go back and say all this other stuff. She knows, oh, that's the dude that was talking all that game right there. I got a little time now. So he already knows, it automatically puts them back in that same spot when we first interacted.
Right.
So just a little tidbit, something I use. I like to do that, and it's been successful.
I'm glad.
We still got a call.
We got somebody on the line?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, 352, you're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, what's going on, Miles, Kay Zaggin, and Jay Roman? What's going on,
What's
man?
up, bro?
What's up?
Not much.
What's good?
So I'm B, age 32. I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay.
So I just had something real simple for Jay Roman. So Jay Roman, I noticed you say you don't have like no online things or nothing like that, like no websites that you can go to. But in contact with you, is there like some kind of email that I can maybe send something to you and reach out to you that way?
Yeah, I do got an email. It's J Roman.
J Roman, let me write this down right quick. You say J Roman.
Yeah, let me go look at it too to make sure I give you the correct one because I had a couple already. But let's see here. Let me pull that up. It's called J Roman Way.
J Roman Way.
At gmail.com. And the J is just the J, not Jay, but just J Roman Way at gmail.com. Thank you. It's on the screen. Renee P put it up there.
Okay. All right, then. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. But also, too, since I'm on the phone, I want to piggyback off of what the last caller had mentioned, Israel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when he also just mentioned about when a woman say something like, "Oh, you sweet" and stuff. That's the same way I think. I don't like to hear that.
Yeah.
That's when I start to get in skepticism, and I say, "Oh, I don't know about this now." You talking about you sweet and want to grab your face and all that kind of shit? No, because
Oh hell no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Go
We
ahead.
agree.
I don't like them words. I don't
man.
like the word. You're kind. You're nice. You're sweet. I don't like them words.
Yeah, man, and want to grab your play with my beard and all that kind of stuff. Like, come on, man, don't do that. Like I was on a date and a chick did it. I said, come on, relax, don't touch my beard.
Right.
And it must have rubbed it the wrong way, but I didn't really care, man.
Nah, caller. Here's what you do. The next time that happens, you tell a girl, listen, women only get to play with my beard while we're laying in bed after finish fucking.
Yeah,
that's the only time you get to play with my beard. Okay, shorty. So understand, like, if you really want to play with my beard, we gotta get some things. We got some prerequisites. We gotta look after first. You get what I'm saying? Like, put it to her like that.
Right. I was. You just got to have a response to it, and that response is going to direct it back to your mission at hand. Right. So you can never get flustered by what they do. Like I got dimples, had it my whole life. And I'm a little chubby dude, and they say something like, "Oh, you're such a cute little teddy bear," and I'd be like, "You know where you see most of your teddy bears at, right?" And they'd be like, "Where? On the bed."
On the bed, bitch.
Yeah. So like you just got to redirect it to your mission at hand.
That's what
and that's the thing, because your looks alone, people don't understand. Like you might not have seen her, but she might have seen you already. Your looks alone says something. And so when you have that interaction, you just got to tell her, like, look, I may look sweet, but there's a bitterness to me that you would like, you know? So it's just, you got to have a response. And one girl told me one time, she said, damn, you always got a response for something. And I was like, yeah, you know, I do.
That's goddamn right.
That, so.
It's called being witty. It's called being witty.
Right.
But even if a woman says something like, damn, you fine. Well, I'm even finer when I'm naked. You want to go to my crib and see for yourself?
Right.
And to your point, and always redirect the woman back to the task at hand. What's the task? If you're sexually attracted to her, the task is to drop off heavy dick. That's the task. So always redirect the woman back to the task. We call it back in the day, sticking to the script. What's the script? The script is to fuck the shit out of her. And she's going to remember this dicking, right? That's the script. So let's get to it.
That's why I never like that question when you on the phone. They're like, "Hey, what's your favorite position?" I would tell them my favorite position is in, because it don't work unless it's in. We getting to it, okay? So you know, we're gonna be doing multiple positions. So let's cut that out.
Right. That's what's up.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And Jay Roman, what you did was, which real quick, caller, my back. There's a delay. I'm gonna say this and pass it right back to y'all. I want to say this. Jay Roman, basically what you told her, fuck all that talking. I'm about that action. And all you men need to do the same thing. You got
exactly. So yeah, caller, you good? You got anything else for us?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's almost kind of like in general, just people in general. You know how you get that one person, right? That's always like, dang, you a cool ass man, you a cool ass brother, you a cool dude, man, you cool. And you think that, but then once you start to being around that individual for a while, you start to find out something different. You know what? He's a straight fuckboy, man. I thought he was all right with me, but you a fuckboy, or you got the person that's a straight asshole, and you be like, okay, I can tell you right now, this shit ain't gonna work between me and him, me and this individual. But after a while, when you start to really, you know, it's just somewhere you might even get into a fight with this individual, but later on, it'd be like, you know what? You know, me and you had our fight and stuff. I don't like this shit. You don't like this about me or whatever. But at the end of the day, I can respect that and stuff. And there you go right there. So it's kind of like go the same way with women and stuff, instead of getting drawn in, because you start to seek the good hospitality and stuff. Because that sometimes that can really throw you off and stuff, you know? So.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah, man. But
any true game can be used in every situation. That's why game is not about just women. It's about the way you live. Right. So, you know, this goes across the board.
Having game is also real quick. My bad. When we talk about having game, it's also about influence, bro. when people are fond of you and they are in position, there are people in position who can help you immensely, and there are people who are in position to keep you from getting caught up. There were times, and I don't want to get into the specifics, but there were times where, because I knew the people I knew and they were fond of me, and I knew I had their ear and I knew I had that influence, there were times where I could have went to jail and didn't go. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew people. Because I knew people who were in position, and because they were fond of me and I knew they were, I just used the influence like, yo, look. Right? So having game is not just about women, it's also understanding your level of influence and how to use your influence to get what it is you need, want, and desire. And it don't have to be about women. It could literally be about your freedom or about getting a job. It could be about that too.
Real talk.
Yep. That's just how it is. And the thing is too, if you just a person that you just naturally, just that person that, you got humanitarian spirits, but you're not trying to be more than what you is and come off as a thug and everything. But that's kind of different. But I'm saying, like, trying to be that to try to get sucked in and you really it's a lot of fuckery behind you. Yeah, nah, that won't work. So, but yeah, man.
Do you find yourself around a lot of situations like that?
I would say, from time to time. But see, the thing about me, man, I'm like a very observant individual, so I don't get in too good, because it's like, I'm supposed to be like, hey man, yeah, but dog, just hit me up, man. Come, yeah, this weekend we about to do something, or hey, we got a party, brother. Like, yo, y'all, I'll fuck with you, dog. Come hang out with me. I'll be like, nah, man, I got something to do, or I just say, nah, I'm unavailable. Because like if I've been around that individual for a while and I really watched and peeped the game, and I say, okay, I see what kind of individual this is. I say, all right, he might be all right with me. Then I do that. Versus some people say, nah, nigga, we got to have fun. But see, I can go have fun by myself. You see what I'm saying? And like, I can get a kick. Like, I can, like, listen, I literally go to the movies by myself, or like, some people get out of place about taking a vacation for yourself. I do shit like that. Like, I've actually taken a couple road trips by myself, and it didn't really bother me. But versus people like, how the hell you?
I do too.
Damn, you don't go nowhere. What the hell? Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Hey, real quick, caller. I will go to a bed and breakfast with a fireplace and a fucking bear rug by myself with the robe and everything. Nigga, sit out on the balcony by myself. I most certainly will. And look at the horizon, look at the beautiful Texas landscape and hill country, look at some coyotes running wild around some cactuses and shit by myself. You know why, caller? You know why? Because there's nobody there trying to get me to talk to him about some bullshit. I get to just enjoy peace and tranquility.
What are you doing talking to a bitch about nothing?
Nah, I just caught something, caller, and I listened to like Miles coined he coined it right, coined it right when he say your words, your language exposes yourself. And what I caught was negativity, right? And there's negativity all around us, but at the same time, it really don't affect us. You know what I'm saying? So I would challenge you that if you're around somebody that challenges you all the time, and it's different people, if you're around situations where you got to kind of look at people like, yo, nah, I'm kind of cool. Now I understand, as men, we accept people for who they are. That's just how we do, right? Like, hey, I might not do that, but you do that. But I would challenge you to start wondering, how do I keep getting into these situations with these type of individuals?
Facts.
And a lot of times it's something that we're doing or allowing to be happy. Like, I'm a person that gets along with everybody, but at the same time, I realize I can't get along with everybody. And like you said, I don't have to go to the party. I don't have to be in the center of attention. I don't have to answer the phone call. And, for certain individuals where I know they just don't move like I move. Like, there are certain people that I can't kick it with. They don't move like I move. Now, I don't wish them bad. I'm not mean to them. So when they say, "Hey, we're doing this, dog," you gonna come through. I might come through for a hot second, but hey, man, I got a lot of stuff that day. I might come through. I'm known for coming through and leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dog, you leaving already? Yeah, man. I had
Real
some other
quick.
stuff, but I wanted to come through. I appreciate you inviting me and everything, man. Hey, man, your spot real nice, man. It's real cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, have a good time. Hit me up. Boom, I'm out. So the thing is, it's like you create the world you're in and the world you're around. So create it so you don't have to deal with all that stuff.
I agree. And like for me, like I had all right, so I had like a group of friends. It was like two other ones. Like I've been knowing them since I was like, man, in elementary school, like like kindergarten, first grade. We've been boys for all them years, and I just turned around like about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, and I ended the whole relationship. And you see what I'm saying? Like we were supposed to then, we were supposed to be boys, man, and all that kind of shit. You was the best man in my wedding and all this kind of stuff. And
Hey, caller. You know what I tell niggas? That was then. This is now.
Damn.
Shit changed.
Yeah.
That was then.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate the insight, man. I really thank y'all, man. Y'all continue to do y'all thing. I'm gonna still be listening, man, and I'll be calling in and stuff. So
all right. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it,
man. Thanks for supporting the show. Yeah. All right, and then 447. Go ahead and call back. 447. Go ahead and call back if you're still listening.
Yeah, bro. I've had relationships where I've known guys for 30 years. I would treat your ass like I never knew you if you come at me incorrect. I would literally act like I never fucking knew you. You look at me like, damn, nigga, all them years. I'd be like, I don't know you, nigga. Why you talking to me? Right? I will do you dirty. I will do you bad. Like family members too. I will act like you don't exist. Cross me if you want to. Right? Because here's my thing about disrespect. There is, my bad, I didn't know you were offended by that, versus you know me well enough to know that was some blatant disrespectful shit. So if you do some blatant disrespectful shit to me, my thing is you're telling me I don't fear the consequences or the repercussions. Oh, you don't? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how severe they're gonna be, right? Because I gotta get you back twice. I gotta get you for even thinking about doing it. Then I gotta get you for actually taking an action to do it. Like, how dare you even let that shit cross your mind when it come to me, right? I'm gonna make you pay the price, right? But anyway, let's get to it, man. We good on calls though?
Yeah, we good on calls.
Hey, Zach, I agree, man. I work on malice, right? I do. If somebody did something to me, but they didn't mean to, like one time, me and this roommate, we was renting an apartment. This is, I decided I'll never live with nobody else again, right? Man. So, I will pay for my own spot. I don't care how many jobs I got to work. I don't want a roommate, but at the same time, when you're young, you get a roommate. It's help split the cost. Man, we ain't even in the spot less than 4 months. He talking about he can't pay rent.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm like, dog, what you mean you can't pay rent? He had lost his job. Some things was going on, It's not like he went into the apartment saying, I'm about to fuck Jay Roman's credit up. Right? You know what I'm saying? He was trying to make it happen. I'm still not happy with it, but it's not like I was in his crosshairs and he was trying to shoot me down. But if I think that there is malice and it's FJ Roman Day, oh no. Nah.
Oh, it's up. It's on and popping now.
It's on. It's on. So, and then I compartmentalize. I don't know if everybody do that, but everybody ain't my friend. They're acquaintances. And I think people need to realize the difference between on how you label people in your life. It's your world. You do the labeling for your world.
Yep.
So there's people that I haven't spoken to in years or seen, but if they call me, I'll help them out because we have that type of relationship. But at the same time, they're still compartmentalized in my life. Like there's some people like my cousin, man. Me and my cousin, we've been rocking with each other for years, right? Call up, hey, I need this. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. No doubt. No, I got you. But at the same time, there's other people I'd be like, I'm a little busy that day, bro. Like, we we don't have that same sort of relationship and bond with each other. So you got to compartmentalize people in your life, put them where they go. I'm a loyal type person, so I believe in like if we've been rocking for some years, your lifestyle may not be something that I could come hang with you with. Like I got some homies that they're in a certain lifestyle that, you know, I don't even hop in the car with them. Right. Like, hey, we're gonna go to this sports bar. Like, you want me to come swoop you up? Nah, I'm good, man. I'll meet you there.
I'm good.
Right. So I got some friends like that I've known for years. So there's a certain, hey, I accept you for you, you accept me for me. That's it. Like, we don't go no further. I ain't got to kick it with you every day, nothing like that. So, you know.
Yes, sir. Real quick, and we're good on calls, right, Miles?
Yeah, we're good on calls. Guys, call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300.
I want to touch on what Juliana said, and then I'll get back to the joint. She says, I could never live with anyone. I can't let someone spend the night without feeling trapped. Look, let me tell you, the better part of my adult life, and I'm talking about from high school, since graduating high school up until now, most of my adult life, I've been in relationships or cohabitated. The better part, right? I've had years where I live by myself, but if I actually took account of from the time I was 18 up until now, more than 50% I was cohabitating with shit. I can do that shit no more. Go ahead, Miles.
We got 447. You're on live with the Manhood is a skill set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, it's me, Samuel, calling from Birmingham. I'm 30 years old.
Birmingham. What's going on, Samuel from Birmingham?
I'm good. First of all, I want to say thank you to Kazak for your coaching sessions. I really appreciate them. I'm seeing progress in my life.
Yeah.
I'm calling to follow up with our previous session.
Okay.
I believe I did request a video. I think maybe you have recorded it. You just haven't uploaded it yet.
No, I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten you. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, I'm getting my reps in, approaching, being direct, but I'm still finding it really hard to break the programming of being direct with women with my intentions. Like, there's like a barrier. Like, I feel like she's gonna get creeped out. I know we've spoken coaching about.
Stop right there. Stop right there. No. You said the magic word that's fucking you up. I feel like she's going to get creeped out. Caller. In my whole life, since I was knee high to a grasshopper up until right now, not one time did I ever think I was a creep, or not one time when I talk to women, I never think they're going to tell me no. That never crosses my mind, that they're going to say no, they're going to reject me. I literally talk to women like I got it in the bag, like I'm fucking right now. I talk to women like that confident, like she wants this dick. That's how I talk to women. Now, the reality of it is, are most women going to want to have sex with me? No. But that doesn't stop me from talking to them like it's engraved in fucking stone that is going to happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, as a man anyway, I mean, I know that's how we are biologically wired, but obviously I think it depends on people's beliefs, what they want. What if I want to smash every girl that I like and look at? Should that be my priority, or is that subjective?
No, you cannot. No, that should not be your priority. Your priority should not be trying to fuck every woman you are attracted to. No, that's not your priority. Okay, guys, real quick, and I'll pass it to the fellas. There's nothing wrong with you desiring to have sex with women you are attracted to, but as a man, you have to know you're too valuable and your time is too valuable to entertain all women you encounter. You have to be selective about who you give your time to. Okay, not just sexual time, but who you even invite on a date. Who you have to be selective. This is why you only, real quick, you only give your time to women who are about it. Y'all got it.
Because I've noticed a lot of women, you know, they do use me for the non-sexual attention. I mean, I had a chick come back. You called me the other day. She ghosted me after months, just trying to talk. I said, listen, if you're not going to link up with me, then I don't want to talk to you. Because I'm fed up of women, you know, using me for my non-sexual attention because they're very good at it. So I've noticed when I'm straight through the middle and I just tell them exactly what I want. Okay. Most women flake and get out of there. At least I'm not wasting my time.
Samuel, real quick. Yeah. This is important. Are you telling women that? Like, are you verbalizing, you just want my non-sexual attention? Are you telling women that?
No. Don't tell them that. No.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, real quick, because I want guys to understand. If you're dealing with women who aren't moving the way you want them to move, and you're gonna move on from them, don't read them the riot act about why you're moving on from them. You don't know how to return my call. You're rude. Don't do none of that shit. Just move on in silence. Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah. But like he says in coaching, if I, straight from the bat, I should make my intentions known straight away. In the first maybe the first 20, 30 seconds.
Okay, real
yeah,
quick.
but you're
Okay,
still going to
guys.
have some fun. I find on a lot of these calls, there's a lack of fun in the interaction. There's a lack of, because you're interacting with somebody, it's entertainment. Like, just because you meet somebody doesn't mean they have to like you, and just because you meet somebody doesn't mean you have to like them.
Right.
It's an interaction that you're having.
I like that mindset as well. Like, I should have fun doing it. Like, I don't know why I'm taking it so seriously.
Exactly. So my thing is this: every woman that you see doesn't want you, right? And that's just something we know. Like, I could talk to 100 women. I don't care if 99 turns me down. I don't care if 100 turns me down, because it's a fun interaction that I'm not looking too much from it. My belief is, I didn't have you in my life the beginning of this day. At the end of it, I really don't care. Like, I'm not losing anything, but I'm gaining experience on talking to people and relaxing when I'm talking to people.
Right.
So you're not going to punish them. You're not going to, like, it's not a punishment. It's just that, hey, we don't rock. We don't rock.
Yeah.
Hey, we had a conversation. We had an experience. You don't have to call me. We don't have to do this dance. We just don't rock. I'm after this. But another thing I want to tell you, and I give it to Miles, is that we cannot pretend to be busy if we're not busy.
Right.
And when we say game is not for women, it's for our life. The clarity that you gain in unconfusing and kind of settling down, where you see all things in motion, you start to really get to know yourself, know what you like to do and the things that you like to do, and start working on those hobbies. And it has nothing to do with a woman. And that's going to keep your days busy. You got to be busy with so much other stuff that the time that you do have for entertainment is scarce for you. Mm-hmm. It's a priority for you.
Yeah.
So right then alone, you're not going to look at every woman and say, "Oh, all these women, which one at a time, all in the line." You're not going to look at that. You're going to say, "Look, I only got a few moments for entertainment."
Yeah.
What'd you say, caller? I didn't hear you.
All I used to do is just chase after booty and all that all the time.
Right. You're not going to chase because you're not going to have time to chase.
Right. And find something bigger than women. That's when I started to feel more fulfilled. Women are just the icing on the cake. But before, all throughout my 20s, my teenage years, I was just chasing women just for the validation. Just to fill that void. But like he just says, when you find something bigger than yourself, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a passion, your career, that's when real true fulfillment starts coming into your life.
Okay, right there, caller. You said the word hobby. Having sex with women you are attracted to could be a hobby. It could be your favorite pastime. Hey, when I have some free time, I like to have sex with attractive women. The problem with a lot of guys is they're trying to carve out time for women. They're trying to move things to the side and make room for women. No. You prioritize you and everything you're supposed to do, and women get in where they fit in. Thanks. Literally, they get in where they fit in. Like, I'll use this analogy. When I was younger, I was living in Oklahoma City. I was about 12 years old, right? We used to always sneak off the Air Force Base, and we would hop on trains and just ride around the city, jump off trains, hop on trains. But we were never getting on trains that were still. All the trains we hopped on were moving slow. And when we jumped off, we had to wait until it slowed down. None of them were still. So the point is, I live my life the same way. I don't stop for bitches. I might slow down, but bitch, you got to run alongside. I'm going to reach out my hand and you're going to hop on for this ride. I don't don't stop for you. I slow down. So if you want, you can hit a light jog to catch up with me. I don't stop, right? Y'all got it.
Thanks.
Yeah. I like that. I like that mindset. You know, it's true.
Wait, Carla, how old are you again?
I'm 30.
30. How many sexual partners in your life?
At the moment?
Yeah, how many sexual partners in your life so far, sir?
So far, altogether, maybe under 10.
Okay.
But at the moment, I probably just got one, and that's a baby mom that I'm not really on and off with.
Okay.
But I'm coaching because I am kind of having a dry spell and stuff like that. But just need to tweak up my game a bit. I mean, I've only just got into this game thing for about a month or two now, so it's all new to me. Because I originally come from all the PUA crap, but that was all rubbish.
Oh, okay.
But when I started looking at you guys and learning about real game, that's when I realized, this is the real stuff.
Oh, okay.
The game starts with you.
Yeah, the game starts with you. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. You got it. You're kind of female centric. A lot of the stuff that you talk about it that you say has to do with the female. Like you really just got to focus on yourself and what you want.
I mean, I've got 2 baby moms as well, so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. How you done brought life to this earth? Like, why are you still in your brain about all this shit?
I don't know. Just sometimes I feel like obviously I've been single for a while now.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like sometimes just trying to get my rocks off.
Caller, let me ask you a question. Caller, let me ask you a question because this is important. The women you had children with, were they your first choice? Were they your first choice? Were they the women you saw and be like, oh, I gotta have her? Were they your first choice as far as how they looked visually?
My first baby mom was my first choice, but my second one, I literally went up to her, told her directly how it was. I like her, and then we got together. We had a relationship. Then we had we had a baby.
Okay, no. The point I'm trying to make. This is what I'm trying to get to, because you said you're unfulfilled. So a lot of times when you're unfulfilled, it's because you're getting into relationships that are unfulfilling, or you're having interactions with the opposite sex that's unfulfilling. So I'm asking you, what I'm really trying to ask you is, when you got with these women, did you get with them because you felt lonely, or did you get with the women because this is the woman I'm attracted to and she's moving how I need her to move, so she's a good fit for me? There's a difference.
No, it was the first. It's the first thing you just said. I was lonely.
Okay. Well, see, that's what I'm saying right there. Y'all got.
You've been single for how long?
Since January. My daughter's 11 months old now.
Okay. So, in your thoughts or physically you've done, what have you done for your situation that has nothing to do with women, but just for you? Because you have 2 kids now.
That's the thing. Initially, I let myself go, gained a bit of weight, wasn't really taking myself too seriously because I was going through a lot of stuff with my second baby mom.
Okay, stop right there. Caller, stop right there. Hold on. You said you were, hold on, caller, real quick. And there's a delay, so my bad. Real quick, and I'm going to pass it back to Jay Roman. And we need you to elaborate. You said you gained weight and you were going through a lot of stuff. So people who do that tend to feel depressed. What were you depressed about that had you gaining weight and going through it? Can you explain that to us, please?
I mean, I don't know how explicit I could keep it on here, but my second baby mom, she
used you for what?
Go ahead.
She used me for a visa.
Oh,
okay.
That's not that explicit.
So she was illegal in the country. She never completed her studies. She got with me. We had a baby, and then
Oh man, now. What country is she from?
She's from Africa, Nigeria.
Oh my.
Yeah. So real quick. So the fact that she was on a work visa and she stopped doing her studies means she was never serious about her studies. She was always there hoping to get attached to a man. That was her main motivation for being in the country, not to study. Because if her her main motivation was to study, she would have kept doing that, and you would have been the option, not the priority. But once she made you the priority, she had an agenda. Her agenda was always to find a man, and she found one that was lonely.
Man, you let a Nigerian chick scam you into getting her pregnant so she could stay in the country? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not me, because obviously I'm British. She came as a student. She never completed her studies, so she became illegal. But yeah, man, I learned my lesson, man.
And you saved that bitch. You saved her. You rescued her. You saved her.
Now listen to this.
You took her off
here.
the train tracks.
When you spill some liquid on the floor, do you leave it there and then let somebody just walk on it, or do you clean it up?
Clean it up.
So that's the mode you're in right now. You done spilled a lot of mess on the floor that you need to clean up. And that cleanup has nothing to do with the next woman walking through the mess. So the thing is, you have 2 kids in your life. I'm big on legacy, man. I'm big on legacy. You got 2 kids in your life that has little influence by you because they were not your plan. They were the woman's plan.
Damn.
So you have to focus on yourself, your children, then your entertainment comes later on. Right? So my thing is, it doesn't look like a lonely life. It's fulfilled in different ways. When you go to pick your kids up and they smile at you because they know I'm about to have a great time at dad's. He's going to love on me and give me his love, and that's going to be fulfilling. The thing is, we make our lives so much about women, we don't see the other beautiful things that surround us.
Facts. Jesus Christ. So
I would say to you, and I know Zag is probably, like, hey, I never told you this, to be all about women. The thing is,
but he is, though.
You have to focus on what you build. If you feel like it's a mess, you have to clean it up. Now, I feel like children are a blessing. They're our legacy, and you need to be in your legacy's life. And so what it takes to do that, you do that. Now, your entertainment is secondary right now. And trust me, the more you be about you, the more you be about building your career, the more you be about your kids, what's going to happen is you'll start to be and surround yourself with people that look at you differently and be like, man, this dude is put together. He's driven. He takes care of what he takes care of. And you'll be surprised on the quality of people that you have to choose. You like who likes you, that you like.
There you go. The quality. It sounds like you have babies by low quality women, but caller, the reason why they're low quality women is because you're a low quality man. Respectfully. And the reason why I say you're low quality is your mentality, right? Because you said, now think about what you did. Let me ask you a question. This Nigerian chick, did y'all start having unprotected sex right away?
Yes, we did.
Oh, that Sweet Velvet was calling you. You want to feel it.
So let me ask you a question. When you skeeted in her, did she ask you to, or you just did it? How'd that go?
Just did it. So basically, she told me she's got the she's done contraceptives on her arm, that kind of thing.
See, right there. Stop right there. Stop the show. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Stop the show. Stop the show. Stop the show. Guys, when we talk about women having agendas, caller, she showed you with what she was doing that she had designs to get pregnant on purpose because she didn't want to work probably, and she didn't want to go to school. She just wanted to get away from her country, get to a better country, and get knocked up by a guy that probably could put her in a better position financially. There was nothing genuine or authentic about what y'all had going on, in my opinion. Her agenda the whole time.
You know what I got carried away with? That I pulled a baddie because like she's got a really nice body. I thought the way
I know she does.
I got with her. I got carried away.
Got you.
I'm telling you right now, there's no thought when you told me your situation, there was no thought in my head that thought she wasn't a baddie.
Right.
Right? Because
we already knew she was.
That was it. My thing is this. It doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
We're not thinking about the past. We're moving on in the future. Sometimes we don't sit down and see what our future looks like. I don't need nobody else to ask me, hey, what do you see yourself in 5 years? I already got that mapped out in my head. 10 years, 15 years, retirement. Am I getting Social Security? What am I doing that? Where am I living? What job is going to increase what pay? Like, those are the things that as men, we have forethought and we think down the road.
Right.
How can I make
5,
my
10, 15,
situation
20
better?
years.
Arguing with this woman is not making my situation better. Arguing with my first baby mom is not making my situation better. I would sit them down and say, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter how we got here. We got this youngster that I want to create a beautiful life with. I think a child needs its mother just as much as it needs its father. How can we make that happen? Let's make that happen.
I mean, even in our coaching sessions with Isaac, he was telling me, like, even me, I kept attracting broken women, and I was just the captain, kind of save a whole guy, trying to fix them and all that.
Because you're broken.
Hold on, caller. Hold on, Zach. Hold on, man. Okay, and now you know, I'm not gonna lie. You upset at me, and I don't like to be upset too often. Here we are talking about your kids and your future, and the first statement that comes out of your mouth is, I was attracting these type of women. Why are you still focused on women? What is your next statement? Your next statement is to be about your future and what you plan to do to make it a better life for your kids and you. And you see how I said kids first, then you. We make these decisions, but our kids pay the cost for them because we don't want to grow up and take care of them and do the things we need to do to have these little ones smiling in a beautiful world. The first thing they worried about is their mom and dad not being together.
Whew.
Like, come on, man. You're 30 years old. Your time to have fun and run around and do all this stuff, it's done. It's because you chose to change roles. I'm no longer a kid anymore in this world because now I have a kid to raise.
True.
So let's get that together. You're 30 years old.
Yeah.
You got a lot of life to live. You got a lot of years with these kids to appreciate and to say, my dad was great. He wasn't with my mom, but man, I had a wonderful dad.
Yeah.
Make that a focus. I'll keep your day busy.
Yeah.
I agree. Your kids should be my babies are here right now. My kids are here, my boys are here right now.
Look after my children. I make sure my children are all right. You know.
All right is cool. But I can tell you so woman-centric that you'll get a babysitter to go on a date instead of spending the time with you. You wouldn't do it?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay. I'm glad. I'm glad you wouldn't do it.
I don't put no bitch before my children.
So real quick,
Never.
Samuel, and real quick, let me just add this, and I'm gonna go back to something you said about the unprotected sex, and I want guys to understand this. When you're just meeting a woman and she's allowing you to hit it raw, you're not the only one hitting it raw. If she allows you to skeet in her, you're not the only one skeeting in her. She been wanting to get pregnant. Chances are the guys before you, some guys were smart and said, nah, bitch, I'm wearing this condom. That's why when she met you, she wasn't pregnant yet because some other guy said, I ain't doing that shit. And then she met you and you said, okay, okay. And just busting all in the motherfucker, shooting up the club. And my thing is, I want guys to understand something. Women are not infallible, meaning they're not perfect, meaning women are highly capable of fucking lying to you. So the fact that a woman tells you, first of all, and I want guys to understand something real quick. I want to make this point and I'll pass it back to y'all. This is why I only fuck with women that have shit to lose. If you're fucking with a woman who doesn't care about her credit score, she doesn't care about her good name, she doesn't care about freedom, and she doesn't care about a quality of life, she will fuck up your life. You had a woman who was in a foreign country on a visa, I don't know if she was working or not, but she was in school. The bitch stopped going. So she stopped caring about herself. So much so that she met this strange man and said, hey, you want a nut in me? I don't know you. I don't know if you got shit. I don't know if you're going to be a great father or if you're going to be able to take care of me financially if I have this baby, but I'm just so chaotic in what I'm doing. Fuck it. Let's just do this. And then you with your chaotic self because you're lonely.
It happens. Like I got carried away with her body, man. She's a gym girl. She's a good body. I got carried away.
Gym girl, a good body. She keep telling me to hit it raw so she got my kids and say it was yours. How foul is she? And you wifed her. Shit, I put the rubber on tighter. Look, call her, man. How many kids you got?
Only two.
Only two. Do you plan to have any more?
Nah, no more for me.
Let's hope that works for real. Let's hope that works for real. But yeah, you gotta have some more self-control, and you gotta realize that you're living for your kids. I heard an OG. I got it on my Instagram. He said it's more important to find a mother for your kids than it is to find a girl for yourself. So you see, that's
a fact.
So your issue, that's why you nutted into the badass Nigerian, the sexy ass Nigerian, because you was focused on getting a bitch for yourself, not realizing that you got to really look at her character to find out if she could be a good mother for your kids. Because her being a good mother for your kids is gonna last forever. But
that's the thing. Listen,
looks are gonna fade.
She wasn't contraceptives, right? She was actually all right for about a year. I was with her for about a year, bro. She was literally, she was so serious about staying here, but she put on an act for about a year. As soon as she got pregnant, that's when she changed, man.
Okay, but
no, stop right there. No, real quick. Hold on, Roman. Hold on. No, she did not change. She was the same person, bro. Real quick. And see, you keep talking, caller. If you were to play this back, you're talking like you were victimized. You're talking like she pulled a wool over your eyes and that bitch tricked me. That's how you're talking. Like she tricked you, right? No, bro, you ran up in it raw, right? You know what I'm saying? You were dealing with her on her terms from the very beginning.
Are you with her now?
She didn't play you. You played yourself.
Yeah.
Are you with her now?
No, we're not together no more.
Okay, so what caused you guys to break up then if you were with her for a year?
So after she gave birth, that's when she turned on me, saying she doesn't need me anymore.
So
she tried to falsely accuse me to authorities.
Caller. How, like you keep saying that after she gave birth, that's when she switched on you. Doesn't it? Why would a woman tell you she was on contraceptives for a year? Now, did she ever tell you that she got off the contraceptives?
Yeah. I went with her to get the device taken out of her arm. I went with her.
So you went with her. So you had proof of all this. So what made you think it was a smart idea to nut inside of her?
If she got it taken out. Did y'all talk about having a baby? Did y'all discuss it?
Hey, Kay, I'm getting it. What made you think it was a good idea to nut in her, bro?
Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you, right?
Please. That's the only way this is going to work.
Basically,
that's the only way this is going to work.
I thought I could help her by having a baby and keeping her here.
Oh, so this was your idea.
You planned this?
Yeah. Hey, thank you for getting to the truth. That changes a lot of things. And the audacity that you have to say that she turned on you. You provided her the means. You gave her the knife. You gave her the directions. You gave her the time to say, hey, this is how I want to cut you. Cut me like this.
Damn, bro.
She wanted to stay here. You got it removed. You thought it was a good plan, but you weren't married. You weren't at that spot. You really didn't know her. You didn't vet her. There's nothing you did more than say she had a good body and we're getting along right now. And within a year, you gifted her a baby. And then when she turns around and says, hey, it's just not working out for us. And you're like, hold on, what the fuck? Like, nah, I saved you from deportation. I gifted you a baby and all this other stuff. Go ahead, Mouse. Go ahead, Mouse.
Real quick, caller. I need you to do something. Do you know for sure that this is your kid?
Yeah. I got the social worker suggested me to do a DNA test, so I did it, and it's fine. It is mine.
Okay, good. Okay. Sorry, J. Roman. Go ahead. I just had to.
I feel like during this whole conversation, you're doing a lot of pointing at her and not really reflecting at yourself and saying, you know what, I made some bad moves. I got to move from here.
Yeah, I know I messed up now. I got over the age ago.
No, caller, hold on, caller, real quick, caller. I wanna address something because Kwame says she finessed you. See, in the beginning, I was thinking the same thing, but you helped her. You literally opened the door and said, "Hey, I want to be used by you. You ready to do this?" Call her because she said she was on birth control and she told the truth. She was because she just wanted some raw dick. She just wanted some raw. She was telling the truth. So I'm thinking she might have been lying. She was telling the truth. You went with her and said, "Take that shit out so I can put a baby in you."
Ooh. Hey, the sexual experiences she was giving you was magnificent, huh?
He wanted to help her.
She was tossing it up. She was like, "I'm trying to stay. You're gonna get this good gush."
But so caller, the reason why.
Yeah, sorry.
My bad. Real quick. I'll pass it to you, Miles. Real quick. I know there's a delay. Real quick. Caller, the reason why she treated you that way, because the shit you were doing, she already knew you were a chump. She's like, why would he fuck me and trust me? Why would he believe me? I could be lying. I could have something. And because you believed her, then when you offered to help her, she said, why is he doing all this? I haven't done anything that's worthy of what he's doing for me. So she already knew you were a chump. So she just took advantage of your generosity.
Real quick, caller. So right after she gave birth, she turned on you. So you realize that the main reason is because she doesn't, at that point, once the baby's born, she doesn't need you to make her stay, right? You realize that, right?
Yeah, like she told the hospital, she told the authorities.
Wow, so she turned on you while she was in the hospital?
Pardon?
She turned on you, so to speak, while she was still in the hospital.
The moment she gave birth.
God damn! So she
literally popped the baby out and said, "I'm done with you."
Oh, she turned on him inside. So what did she tell the hospital? What did she say to the hospital?
Yeah, how did she turn you into the hospital?
So basically, when she went to the delivery suite, she deliberately never put my name down and saying she turned around and said, "Look, about me. He's abusing me. He's rubbish." You know.
Wow.
Now let me ask this question though, bro. Let me ask this question.
This is a plan from the start, and
yeah, that was definitely a plan from the start, bro.
In the system, yeah, if you claim abuse, if you're illegal and you claim abuse, you get to stay here if you have a baby with a British guy.
Oh, she did finesse you. Kwame Dukes. Hold on, I gotta go back. Kwame Dukes. I stand corrected. I'm rarely wrong, but Kwame Dukes. Hold on. I gotta find it. Kwame. Kwame.
She finessed him, but he allowed it, bro. So still,
he did allow it, but because she did have an agenda. She had her agenda.
She's smart.
And then what happened was when you offered to get her pregnant, you upped the ante and you made it even more possible, right? Because she probably was thinking, how can I stay? But when you offered to get her pregnant, she was like, perfect. So she started devising a plan. The moment you offered to get her pregnant, she had an exit strategy already in place to get away from you.
But all right. I need to know something else. In all of the time that you guys were together, tell me what except for the great Nigerian body and the sex, what did she bring to your life that made you think helping her to stay in the UK was a great idea? Or what did she bring to your life, or what did she like? I'm not going to even ask what she said, but what did she do? What was her actions and what did she bring to your life to make you think that she had your back, or that she was looking out for you, or that she was following your leadership as a man and all that type of shit?
I mean, basically nothing that I couldn't give myself. I mean, she was stopping at mine, who I live with my mother. I used to go to work and she just cook my meals for me. You know, all that kind of white shit.
Of course. Of course.
She was all right though. She was okay. You know what I mean?
Wait. Listen. So just basic general wife girlfriend shit, correct?
Yeah, basically.
Now, what was there anything about you that was specific, or like that she would help you out with? Like, for example, if a guy is a bodybuilder, right? Maybe she would do his meal prep, or do his make his protein shakes in the morning, or if a guy is a truck driver, right? She would pack his lunches to go out on the road, or clean out the bedroom part of your truck. Like, I'm just saying, was there something special or specific about you that she took
not
interest
really.
in to
I mean,
help
she'd
you?
cook me whatever I want to get cooked. She bought me a brand new phone. She bought me some brand new trainers.
Trainers are sneakers, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yeah. Those who don't know.
She bought me a brand new.
And they don't say Adidas. They say Adidas.
Right. She bought you a brand new 600-pound what phone?
Mobile phone.
Okay, so she bought you a phone and some sneakers. I mean, she played her part well, and all of this within a year, correct?
Yes.
Now, did you tell her to buy you the phone? Did you tell her to buy you the sneakers?
But for my birthday, I did tell her. Yeah, I did tell her.
Oh, for your birthday? No. We're talking about.
Yeah, no, those don't count. Those don't count. For your birthday, those don't count, brother.
We're talking about the just because stuff, the stuff that she thought of on her own. Say like you go to work and she just looks at your boots and she says like, man, his boots are getting kind of rugged. Let me take care of them and just buy some new boots, like, or just anything that she thought of on her own.
Basically, she was working cash in hand. She was working illegally, cash in hand, for that money. For those people in the chat asking where she got the money from, she used to work cash in hand.
Cash in hand.
And she would send that money. She would send that money back home to Nigeria.
Okay. Caller. Okay. So it all makes sense. Caller. She and this guy said we all have an agenda. Okay. I want everyone to understand something. Yes, it's true. We all have our agendas. Here is the problem, though. When you deal with the opposite sex, are you transparent with your agenda, or do you have a hidden agenda? Hidden, meaning you don't know what the other person's plan for you is because they're concealing what they're really going to do with you. She had a hidden agenda. And when you deal with women, caller. Because there is a delay, interrupting me is not a good idea. You gotta let me get this off, right? When a woman has an agenda, and it's a hidden agenda, when you're not dealing with her on your terms, you're not gonna know she has a hidden agenda. And you're gonna get caught up. When you deal with women on your terms, you're gonna see if they have a hidden agenda because it's gonna be revealed to you.
So you said your mother warned you, and what?
Yeah, she kept telling me she's only going to use you and this and that. But then after a while, my mom just believed her as well, that she's a good girl.
Oh, your mom believed the act too. Oh, this bitch was good.
She played her part, man. She deserved a glow.
This is why we tell you guys that the vetting process is a 12 to 18 month process on the basic end. Now you're in a situation where she actually had an agenda to try to gain citizenship. That takes even more vetting. You see what I'm saying?
And the thing is, right now,
it was all the false accusations, bro. That really started to fuck with me, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Now, how many times have you told this story?
Go ahead.
Pardon?
How many times have you told this story? How many times have you expressed what you went through?
Nah, this is the first time I've ever told anybody, really.
Okay, good. I'm glad that is. We call this venting. So you vented. All right.
Yeah,
and the thing is, now the vent is over, and what's your plan for the rest of your life? Because it can't be about these women.
That whole patch really messed me up. But now it's just to get that focus and get that center, back onto me. Just work on myself. I know it's a bit lonely, and I wanted women, but women are not I've noticed women are not my priority no more. It's just getting myself straight again.
I'll be honest with you. You're not ready for no women right now.
Yeah.
You're not ready for no women. You don't trust your own. You don't trust your own instincts right now. You're not even ready for a woman. Yeah. But peep this out.
That's why I'm struggling.
Sometimes
I think I'm emitting this kind of negative energy, and women can sense it straight away.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the fact that you are so spited by this incident that you lost your steps on how you should move. And if we're the leaders and we don't know how to move, then how can we have somebody next to us following our moves?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So number one, let's look at your baby mama in a different way. Okay. You can look at her and say, man, she is one dedicated person to her plan. She is smart, and she sacrificed her body and put it on the line to get what she wanted. Can you say the same for yourself?
Yeah.
But can you say the same for yourself, though? Like, we'll look down at her and say she played you, but she played it to the she had a kid. She sacrificed her life for her plan.
Yeah,
what do you do? What do you do for your plan to be successful?
Basically, I'm just gonna save enough money and just invest in something. You know what I mean? Because at the moment, I was just
No. Okay, Samuel.
Yeah.
It's not about great. Invest money, save money, make money. Your mentality, the way that you think, has been hindering you your whole adult life. It's interfering with your choices. You're not making good choices for yourself. It seems like when you're in the heat of the moment making these decisions, because you're infatuated with the women and you're getting the affection, the sex, and all that stuff that you like, you're in a fog. Your mind is in a fog with women. A lot of you guys, your mind is in a fog. The moment you start dealing with attractive women or women at all, you can't think, right? You literally allow your desires for that woman to take control of your decision making, and then you get caught up. But hold on real quick. Eugene's still with the $5. This is exactly what happens when a woman's looks infatuates a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I got
it. Man, I hope everybody listening to the show is learning from this man's mistakes, man. Honestly, man, this is rough. This is rough because this is one of those things where the shit is telegraphed.
Oh, like, you're so right, Jillian.
Everything I know about the world. Number one, Nigerians are scammers. And I don't mean to say that to be disrespectful to Nigerians in general, but in particular situations, you can't fucking trust a Nigerian. I'm sorry. Number two, you got distracted by her looks. Number three, like you literally went with her to the place to switch the contraceptive off, and then you automatically fucking got her pregnant. Like everything just kind of like, I don't know, bro. Like, I really don't know. Like, that bitch would have to do so much more to prove and earn her spot and earn my sperm. Like, she would have to do so much more for me, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I don't understand how at this day and age we're still letting these things happen. You know, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm in coaching now, and I found you guys. You know, I get coaching every fortnight with
caller. No, hold on. I don't want you to think that I'm coming at you personally, please. I'm saying this in general because I need guys to understand how important the discussions that we have here are. You know, I really think like the numbers that we have on these lives and as far as our followers, I really believe that they should be much higher because we need more men hearing these stories and being able to learn from these fucking stories. This is why I'm saying it, caller. I understand you already made your mistake and I understand you're on your way back to recovery and all that, and I appreciate you. But when I'm speaking in general for the guys to hear these stories and take heed and to internalize this shit and realize, yo, we need to move better. You understand? We can't let a quote unquote bad bitch get us into these situations. And look how much power we have as men. I keep telling you guys, we're the gatekeepers to all things. We're the gatekeepers to motherhood, marriage, and in this case, citizenship. What the fuck?
Sex.
We are
we're the gatekeepers of everything, including sex.
Woo!
Including
the thing is,
sex.
Caller, it's Samuel, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't realize that you designed the life you are in right now.
Yeah.
You designed that because you allowed this to happen. You allowed for her to do everything she planned to do by your inactions, but it was still by your design. you went down there with her. You let her take it out. You said, okay, we're going to roll with whatever you're saying. We're going to get you pregnant. The only thing is, at the end, it didn't work out fully like you thought it was going to work out. So
yeah, I thought we're going to have a family and all that. We thought that was all bull. That was her agenda. That was, you know.
Exactly. So my thing is, it didn't work out completely, but it was still to all your design. But because you didn't have a full grasp and you went with her plan, it didn't turn out how you wanted it to turn out. But at the same time, this is a life lesson. And the thing is, what I want you to understand is that it was your design. It was your design, but it was, you made some mistakes. And the thing is, if you correct your mistakes and really understand that I need to have more of a hand on the wheel all the time, then things will be turned out a little different.
Exactly. Stop being a passenger.
Yeah.
Facts. Shout out to Jay Roman.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but we appreciate you too, bro. Thanks for sharing your story, man. Because trust me, you're not the only one going through stuff like this, man. And again, you know,
all this shit, you know, you learn from your mistakes, right? And it makes you a man in it at the end of the day.
Exactly. But man, we appreciate you. You know, keep getting your coaching calls with K-Zag, man. And
definitely. It's like an older brother, and I really appreciate all the help. Thank you so much.
Yeah, keep your head up and remember, and at this point now it's for the kids, bro. Like, you're not, all that fixing that you're doing is not to try to get women, and it's not for you. It's for your kids. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for sharing your story. Take it easy, bro. All right. Man, crazy. But guys, 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. Go ahead and call in. We have about 15 minutes left, so please call in. Do not wait till the end, because it's Saturday. The weather's nice. We're not staying here all day. Please.
Yeah. But hey, you know what's so crazy? There's some people.
Jay, real quick, Jay Roman, real quick.
All right, 847.
On my hold so I can make this
hold on, 847. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Kay.
All right.
Oh, Jay Roman, you said some real shit, and I think it's gonna be missed if I don't repeat. Woman might be your wife, girlfriend, or the mother of your child. That you're not selecting her just for you. Right? What guys don't understand, if you select the wrong woman, and if you put a baby or babies in that woman, not only can your life be hell, but the lives of the children can be hell if you have it with the wrong mother. So what guys don't understand, even when the relationship doesn't work out, if the woman and you don't like each other, but she's a great loving mother and she protects her kids, that's all you can ask for. Y'all got it.
Facts. All right. So we got 847. You are on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
My name's Mike. I'm in Tampa, 39.
All right.
And I get some coaching with Zag. I just got a question for you, gentlemen. Appreciate your time.
All right.
And so I'm dealing with some insecurities around attaching my worth to getting sex. So how do I measure my growth as a man by not really doing that?
You got to focus on other things. You got to focus on who you are and not the amount of sex that you have. So who are you?
A man.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm fun, charismatic. I got hobbies. I enjoy spending time with my friends, family.
Okay. So if I have another question for you.
That's not who you are.
If you died today, who would miss you?
My family and friends, people close to me.
Right. So you bring a certain value to their life, correct?
Yeah.
So all of those things that you just mentioned about your friends and family, your hobbies, all these things, what does any of that have to do with women and fucking?
Nothing.
Exactly. There you go right there. It's really just a matter of you changing your perspective and being grateful for the other important things in your life. That's all.
Yeah.
It's really not that complicated.
Okay. So I need to really like in my day-to-day life, just be grateful for what I have. That's going to really be.
Gratitude is the number one pillar and foundation of a masculine identity. Okay. Gratitude. If you're not grateful for your life, then no one else will be. Meaning, if you cannot recognize the value of your own life, no one else can.
Okay. So once I'm really grateful about the things that I have, then
no. You're still missing the point. You're not grateful for the things that you have. You see, I didn't ask you if you died, who would miss you because you have these relationships with these people. No, it's not about what you have. It's about the value that you bring. That's what I'm talking about. It's about
be grateful for the value I bring.
The difference that you make in the world. For example, there's a man out there that's worth $1 million, and there's another man out there that provides billions of dollars of value to the rest of the world.
Okay.
And he may not have $1 million in his bank account, but he provides that much in value to the rest of the world. Which man is more valuable?
The one that provides it. Okay.
Exactly. So, go ahead, Kate.
Yeah. Oh, let me add this. Okay, when we talk about being grateful, right? I'll just keep it simple. I woke up this morning. A lot of people didn't. When I went to the bathroom, I had running water. I was able to brush my teeth, look in my mirror, wash my face, all that shit, right? Walked outside, hopped in my car. It started. A lot of people hop in their car, the shit don't start.
Real talk.
No, some real shit. Now, and sometimes they don't have the money to figure out why it won't start. They just got to walk to the bus stop now. And they might not even have money to get an Uber. They're fucked. I'm not.
I like that.
You see what I'm saying? So there are things that I can do. Like today I went to the store. Perfect example. I went to the store. The lady in front of me, her debit card declined. Mine won't, because I got a lot of money in there. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So there are things I got going on. This is how you should look at your life. It could be better. It could be worse. But how I got it now is far better than a whole lot of people got it right now. So when a woman tells me no, bro, and I looked at my bank account, the comma was in the right place. The decimal point was in the right place. Everything was right with the world. The point I want to make, and shout out to Miles, because I know he talks about this with the masculine identity, being grateful and having gratitude. You're alive. You can do shit a lot of people can't do. Be grateful for that. Y'all got
it. You got something, Jay?
I'm sorry for laughing in the beginning when you asked this question. Are you on a dry spout right now? Like you haven't?
Yeah, kind of. Well, and that's the thing is like I've like gotten women, but I think the problem is it was a lot of it might have been on the woman's terms, and I didn't really realize that at the time because I found you guys like a couple years ago or something like that. But so now like all my perspective is kind of changing. So now like because I'm trying to do it on my terms, it's less like I'm just struggling more with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So the thing about it, when you do it on your terms, you get more quality for you and not quantity.
Right.
Now, for some, that might not be important.
Because they're cooperative.
But the others, it's very important because they're more cooperative, which means that the time that you actually do have is going to be spent on your sort of your schedule, and the quality of time you'll have will be way better. See, some of these guys I find in dating and listening to, they're not even having fun, even if they are getting sex. They're not having even fun with their interaction. And I'm starting to think a lot of dudes just don't like women. Like I love women. I love, everything about them, but at the same time, they don't rule my world. However, some of you guys act like y'all don't even like women. Like you blame them for everything. There's nothing they could do right, but yet you're still chasing behind them. I don't understand this. So my thing is, if you focus and it seems like you might have everything together, your friends and families and things like that, you're not worried about the quantity. You're more worried about the quality. And I said something to the other caller earlier. What would you sacrifice for your plan? Would you sacrifice easy? What would you sacrifice for your plan? Like, do you want a girl to come into your world and fuck it all up because you didn't vet her correctly? Would you sacrifice that, or is it the fact that you can fuck her right away, easy enough, cool enough? So at some point, I know you listen to the great advice and the words that Zag and Miles, Lucario, 50, Steve say, and they give one of the best advice for you to actually start building. They don't give you advice on how to live. They give you advice on how to build. It's up to you to build it and live it. And I think that you guys have to really start understanding that if it was easy, everybody would do it. But it ain't easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So put your war paint on and get to war, man. It's just that. Like, there's gonna be some times where you meet a lot of unqualified women. So it's not really a dry spout. It's just that you haven't met qualified women around you. So every day you go meet different women. But it ain't really a dry spell. They didn't qualify to get what you got.
Right, because they would be cooperative, not based on like just like they would be cooperative because they would see my presence more than like me beating myself up because of something I said.
So,
all right,
real quick, and I'm gonna go back to this caller, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to this. First impressions isn't just an introduction; it becomes the truth she believes about you. This is what guys have to understand. And I'll ask you I'll ask you this question. It's a very simple question. Have you ever been introduced to somebody for the first time, and you just had this feeling about them that they were a pushover, they were kind of weak, maybe they had a soft handshake, they don't make eye contact. Now, conversely, have you ever met somebody and you just got the notion that this person is not to be trifled with, like they have a serious demeanor about themselves? You ever meet somebody like that?
Yeah.
So this is the point I want to make with what I'm speaking to you about. If you've met people or been introduced to people and you had a perception instantly of how you think they might be based on how they presented themselves to you, women are doing the same thing every time. Just like you can tell in a matter of seconds that this person may be a certain way, women are doing the same thing in a matter of seconds or a minute. Based on how he's talking, what he's talking about, his tone, he might be this way. Even if her perception is not accurate, the fact that she perceives you a certain way is how she will ultimately treat you based on that perception. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is what a lot of guys think.
Coaching with Zag. I think you need some more coaching with Zag, because
I'm
hearing you on the fence for everything said. Like, you're even saying which is your term for agreeing with what Zach says, but you're even saying it like there's doubt. So there's something deeper than you just going out and talking. Like, you got to have confidence behind the things you do. And I think right now, invest in yourself, get with Zag, keep going, keep doing the work, and then going from there.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely believe in myself. It's just I guess I'm just running in. Like, I get maybe.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let me explain what I mean by you believe in yourself. I've had consultations with guys such as yourself, and they've told me, Zach, I have no problem approaching women. I just have a problem closing the deal or getting to the point of why I approached. There are plenty of guys that can walk up to women and talk, but most of them don't have the confidence to take the conversation somewhere sexual. See, walking up to a woman and saying, hi, how you doing? What brings you here? Any guy can do that. But once you start talking about what you really want to do with her, That's where most guys falter. So are you truly confident then?
Yeah, because I am. Like, I went out last night and I told, the one woman, it's like, your lips are distracting me. They're turning me on.
Mm-hmm.
But, and so like I did that a few times, and like the girl, like it's like they're on the surface level, like small talk stuff, and they just get like so thrown off. They're like, whoa. And then it's like, and maybe I'm just coming off like desperate or something. Like,
See, but why would you say that? You see your words. Shout out to Miles. Your language exposes you. The other caller said he don't want to look like a creep. You're saying I don't want to look desperate. Why do y'all think these negative thoughts about yourself? Like, you think women are going to look at you in a negative way? Why do y'all do that? I've never done that. I don't think women look at me in a negative way. Now they could, but ask me if I care. But I never think about that.
So maybe that's what I
just never think about
that. The woman thinks.
Now,
what is your conversation with women
normally
normally go like?
Hold on, real quick. Let me say this, J. Roman, because I know we short on time. I want you guys to Google the subconscious mind. For all you guys, 95% of your thoughts, your fears, your beliefs are in your subconscious mind. The fact that you said, I don't want to seem desperate, the fact it's in your subconscious mind because you said it consciously. It came out. So it's already embedded in your mind. When you talk to women, that thought comes out in how you act. Y'all don't understand that your subconscious mind controls your behaviors. Y'all got it.
All right, caller.
Yeah, so I guess I got to change my subconscious mind.
You got to continue to get coaching, and you got to learn what true gratitude really means. Like, I think you're still having trouble with that idea.
Yeah, and providing value.
Not providing value only, but recognizing value, because there's a lot of value that you possess that you don't know is there. You're still thinking negatively of yourself because you don't understand your value. Yeah. Like your whole thing is to fuck a woman, but you don't understand anything beyond that, right? You don't understand your abilities, there's nothing more for the woman to appreciate after you have sex with her, and that's a part that's missing.
I'm gonna be 100% honest, man. You're like one of the first guys that I feel like is there, but you really, really need the tree of coaching. And I don't know if you guys notice, like, a lot of the callers, and I don't think they even did it on purpose. Between Lucario, Miles, Steve the Dean, 1950, and Zag, they all touch on this tree, but on different branches going up, right? And you can kind of intertwine their coaching. Miles starts off with a great one of really defining yourself and knowing yourself. Then Zag kind of swings in between on the approaches and dating and things like that. And you got Lucario, mastermind of really vetting the vetting process. You got 1950, who's my cousin, real life cousin, who has always been since he was younger, an abrupt, this is who I am. And then, of course, you got Steve the Dean on this tree with all these branches telling you how to put it all and make it work within yourself, right? So together, there's this complete whole program of game. And I'm not saying get it all at once, but at the same time, what's been missing out of our society is guys don't gather like this and talk a lot like this.
Right.
It used to be where you had a big family and all the men would go in the garage or go in the yard or go somewhere and they would have some real conversations. Right. But that doesn't happen too much a lot. And if it does, it's always women are now in that garage to really have this conversation, to really break down things
even
that
at
you
the
should not be doing. There was the barbershop and things like that a lot of people don't get this conversation with. And the thing is, now you have these gentlemen that with this tree, I say like it's like a tree of game where they cover all the different branches and stuff. So at one point in time, you should get advice from all of them. But at the same time, like, you got to start the journey because you're there because you're repeating some of the things that you need to do. Now you need to start acting on the things and actually really believing it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's a difference between me doing something because somebody told me I should do it,
mm-hmm.
and I'm a listener, and so I go do it. but there's a difference between believing in what they're telling me to do. Because now I'm doing it with a purpose, and that purpose is going to fit me and what I am and who I am. And I think that's the thing that you're missing, or a lot of people, not you, but a lot of people that miss when they come to these avenues and these channels, that there's a factor that has to be you in there, and you have to believe and put that confidence. And to me, no better place than here and the 1950 and Steve the Dean, Lucario, Miles, Zag, to really hone in those skills. And then you'll start going out and really doing it. Don't cheapen yourself, right? You can't do it a cheap way. You got to invest.
Caller.
And so,
caller, my bad. Jay Roman, go ahead, Jay Roman. Hey, real quick, I want to read something to you, caller, and I want y'all to think about something. The subconscious mind is part of the brain that operates below conscious awareness, influencing thoughts, habits, and actions without direct knowledge. So let me explain what I mean by that. There is a popular video of this woman interviewing, I think he's a wrestler. Right? He had his shirt off, muscular dude. She's interviewing him, and his wife, the wrestler's wife, is right next to him. But while this woman is interviewing him,
she bites her lip.
She starts to bite. She starts to bite her, and she doesn't know she's doing it. But she is so sexually attracted to the guy, she doesn't know that her facial expressions are giving it away. That's how the subconscious mind works, where you do certain things and you don't realize you're doing it because it's so much a part of your subconscious.
Facts.
What wasn't it Bruce Lee that say?
And real quick, yeah, go ahead.
No, wasn't it Bruce Lee that said there's a saying that he has, or like, don't put yourself down because at one point you'll start to believe it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
Speaking things into existence and things like that. So
yes. When you have those intrusive or invasive thoughts, and you start to think negative thoughts, it literally becomes part of your subconscious. So when you talk to women, it's always there. So what happens is, this is what happens when you talk to women. There's always something stopping you from going an extra mile to say what you want to say. And it's that one thing in your subconscious that's hindering you.
Right. Well, caller, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the show.
Gentlemen. Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you go back and get your consultations from K Zagging, man. All right. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, sorry. All right, we got it.
Yeah, I even tell my son one day, not too long ago, I was in this walking boot. I had surgery and stuff. And my son looks at me with this little funny smile. I was like, "Hey, Dad, you want to race?" Right? And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna win." And he kind of looks at me like, "What?" And I said, "I never go into anything thinking I'm gonna lose.
Right.
I always think I'm going to win." And I was mainly teaching him the point that, look, I don't care what the situation is. I always feel like I'm gonna win.
Facts.
We could be down 10 points, but like, look, I'm a win. I'm gonna win. We're gonna win. And I think that, that's a good quality to teach for those who have kids, to teach your kids, man. Don't start putting yourself down. There's enough people in this world that's going to tell you can't and are unbelievers, and you can't be one of them when it comes to you.
Exactly. At the very least, you got to believe.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm ready to be I'm ready to wrap it, guys. So
let's go ahead and do it.
I gotta go take care of some stuff.
All right, cool. Well, so the phone lines are dead.
Yeah, if I keep the phone lines are ready. But guys, CunninghamElements.com, 33% off, man. Make sure y'all come through for the Black Friday sale. The sale is automatic. You don't need no discount code or nothing. Just go. The whole site is 33% off right now, Black Friday sale. And take advantage until November 30th. And other than that, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, right? Because we're not gonna be here before then, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're not gonna be. Except for Sunday, for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for tomorrow. Yeah, and then of course, guys, check us out. Real Game No Theory, and then Lucario is going live at 5. So stay tuned for that as well. And appreciate y'all, man. Always a pleasure. Shout out to Renee P for going hard with the links, man. Appreciate her, and all the other moderators in the chat, and all the callers, and of course, Jay Roman and K Zag. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, Jay Roman, where they can see you at? What you got going on, Phil?
Come on, man. Don't be doing me like that. You can always
give you a chance to say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Hey, Fifth, open and bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the people.
All right, man. I like Zach, always appreciate you having me on here. And of course, anybody can contact me on my email, J Roman. And I do have my well, I don't know what's up there. Was that the Cash App, the Snap, the PayPal, whatever? You guys can always show me love. I mainly do this because it's needed. It's needed for a minute. Man, 50 was trying to get me on here for the longest, but now I'm on here and I appreciate that.
You got something profound to say?
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Zach, for having me on here. Now I'm doing it for the love. I'm doing it for the love right now. But if y'all want to contribute to my love, my PayPal's up there.
There you go. No, and again, y'all could have been anywhere else. For all the moderators, the people that called in, the people that asked questions. We didn't get to the questions. My bad, y'all. But guys, if you save those questions for tomorrow's show or when I go live, and we got y'all. My bad that we didn't get to it, but we got to bounce. Guys, why women never forget your first move and how it sets the entire dynamic. Anytime you meet women, a perception is being formed about you right away, gentlemen, period. Whether it's negative or positive, favorable or unfavorable, women are forming a perception about you. And what happens is it's very difficult to get them to look at you any differently than they did the first time they encountered you. Like it's almost impossible to change how they might view you later. So you really only got one shot, you know what I'm saying, to show women who you really are, assuming that you are a confident man. Show women that now. Don't try and wait. Okay? If you are a sexual individual, show women that now. Don't try and wait. Show women who you are now. Okay, assuming that you're proud of yourself. Because if you don't like yourself, then, but if you're proud of who you are and you love who you are, why wouldn't you want to show women that in all its glory? Show them who the fuck you are. On that note, we out. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, I think we need to have a number 2 on this one.
You said what?
I think we need to have a number 2 on this one because we went on such a tangent with the callers that we never kind of stuck to kind of explaining this a little more in depth.
All right, cool. Oh, no, we can do that. I'm with that. All right, my brother. All right, J Roman, everybody, we out. Peace.
Enjoy your Saturday.